Welcome back. We're live with another episode of the Two Count Kickout Podcast. We are episode 19. We are back in full effect. I'm BJ with the same gang as always.
It's Tay, we here. It's your boy Cam, aka Nori Mac Attack on Twitch. I ain't streamed in a minute, but I'm actually trying to get back to that.
Right on. And no internet issues today. The winter storm has passed. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when you hit record, I was taking a sip of my water bottle and it froze for a millisecond. I was like, no, we're not doing this today.
Not today. Please. Not 2 in a row.
No.
That's funny. Well, yeah, that Raw on Netflix. What do you guys think? I guess we can just jump straight into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I have mixed feelings.
I do too. Y'all go ahead.
All right. First of all, it was a good show. It was, but I think they overhyped it.
Yeah.
To be bigger than what it was. I think they set everybody's expectations up too high because I was definitely expecting some swerves, a surprise or two, definitely not what we got, especially from the appearances, at least The Rock's appearance, but yeah, but it was a good show. Like I said, the matches were good. Some of the appearances were fun. But all in all, I just felt like it was missing that big moment, like a surprise or shock factor. So,
yeah, I'm along the same sentiments. The one appearance, the appearance that really disappointed me the most, not counting Hogan because why was he there to begin with? Was The Rock's, only because it dragged on so long, and I was waiting for the heel swerve. I was waiting for him to do something, and especially after the Roman match, him coming out there, I was like, okay, we're finally kind of planting the seeds. First Raw of the year, first Raw on Netflix. Let's go ahead and get that rock bottom. And then when it didn't happen, I was like, that was a waste of time. He took up 30 minutes.
It was a long promo.
30 to 45 minutes of just nothing.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tay. Go ahead.
Y'all already know how I feel in my Rock. I told y'all, bro, he is an attention-seeking person, bro. He only wanted for himself.
Yeah, that's so crazy. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about why that was. So I guess he's not going to be at Mania. That's pretty much
the
confirmed.
way he was talking. Yeah.
So I don't know. Can they even do a swerve now at this point?
His stuff on NXT the next day was so much better.
Yeah,
than his
I agree.
Raw stuff, because they're like, hey, you got 7 minutes. Get your stuff done. Instead of just giving him free reign at the beginning. We could get a swerve.
With Netflix, there's not really any sort of time constraints. So
right, yeah.
Go as long as they wanted to.
But yeah, I don't know. We said on the last episode that we would have a lot of answers after or know what direction they were going after the Raw, but I don't know.
We don't
tell
know
you. Now. We don't know anything. They swerved us all. I can't tell you. So I mean, at least the Rumble's gonna be pretty dope. We got Roman's gonna be in there now officially. Seth, a lot of big names. We got Cena, so the Rumble will definitely be fun. It all depends on who wins. But we'll get into that when we get into the Rumble predictions and stuff. So, the other thing that I like the Undertaker appearance, but I didn't like it in the spot that it was in. That was another kind of downish moment for me. Let Rhea have her moment. I get what they were trying to do, Taker's giving her the rub, like, yeah, she's the star and all that, but I don't know. They could have did it backstage where he just walked up to her, similar to how they did with Cena. So like, I don't know. That kind of, I'm not mad at him being there. I love Taker. Everybody loves Taker, but they could have saved that spot for just Rhea to celebrate with herself. So I don't know.
My real thing with the show was that all the faces won.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Drew was the one. I was like, yo, let him get this. You know,
I'm
like
really shocked Drew lost.
I am too.
Yeah, it just that was the only thing. Like Rhea, I understand her winning. CM Punk and Seth, that could have gone either way. That's cool. Roman, you kind of knew he was winning just to kind of set up the stuff for the the final boss to step in and like, now I got to do it. It's like Thanos. But the Drew McIntyre match, that's the one he didn't need to win.
No, especially not by a roll up like that too. Like, yeah. Yeah, I definitely thought Drew was winning. That was an interesting booking decision there. So, and what are they gonna do now? Like, where's Drew's next destination? Well, I guess he'll be in the Rumble, but it just kind of feels like a lot of people are in limbo now.
Yeah,
I don't know, but all in all, good show. I mean, I'm sure next. Another thing, they cut matches and then they changed stipulations without even saying anything. Like, it threw me off in Rhea and Liv's match whenever Alicia Taylor was announcing and she was like, the following is for one fall. I'm like, wait, no, there's no pins in this match. And I didn't hear last woman standing. So I was confused and I jumped on Twitter. I'm like, am I missing something? Did they announce the change? Like,
that's why I was kind of confused when y'all said like, oh yeah, it's last woman standing. I was like, wait a minute, it is. I didn't watch the last Raw of the year. Like, I watched like the Seth and CM Punk thing, but that was it. So that's why I didn't know. And when they announced it, I was like, okay, they obviously changed it. They might be. I hope they don't save it for the Rumble because I'm tired of seeing Rhea and Liv go back and forth. But they might save it for the Rumble. But I once again say it should be a Hell in a Cell match. But that's just me.
I think it should be done. I don't think they need any other matches at this point. But the unfortunate thing about it is now there's really no credible. Well, I guess Becky will come back at some point, but until they have to do something in between, all these returns at Rumble, which I'm assuming they will come back. I don't know.
Yeah, there's not really, unless like Jordan Grace comes in, but I feel like she start off in NXT.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I don't know. It didn't really feel new era-y. I mean, as bad as that's like it didn't. It just didn't hit like I thought it would be. I was too excited. So.
I mean, those like some of them, like the shots were cool, like the drone shot.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like some of the like on screen, it was just like
just another episode of Raw. Like,
right. Like I didn't need to drop $750 for this.
But man, and another highlight, we got some interesting things going in the air at the event. So my man's Travis Scott was smoking that stuff.
Oh my God.
That was hilarious. When I tell you I was over here, I was in tears, man. That was the funniest. I was like, what is really happening right now?
Oh my gosh, bro.
And he came out and I saw it in his hand at first. And I'm like, I know that ain't what I think it is. I know that's not what I think it is. And then I saw the smoke and I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy.
I know for me, I was like, wait a minute. We're technically this is still a PG show.
Yeah, this is PG. I saw, yeah.
He's inside the building. there are kids here. Just
There's
like,
literally kids right by him. I'm pretty sure he blew smoke in the kid's face. I'm 100% sure he
Oh
did.
my
I'm just like,
gosh, bro.
I'm like, okay, this is like a weird place for him to perform because they said Travis Scott was doing a performance,
Right.
Yeah.
but I guess The Rock said no, that doesn't work for me, brother. And then he lights it up, and I send that text to y'all. I'm like, I know he's not doing what I think he's doing.
Yep. Yep. He is. And
Oh.
Jey Uso is literally the funniest WWE superstar. Did y'all see the interview afterwards when he was like, yeah, I was trying to
bro.
get it. He
He's
wouldn't
I'm trying
pass
to
it
get
to me.
some of it. He
I was
would
like, bro, chill. Bro, chill.
Triple H was like, hey, I'm glad Jay just said no.
Right. Yeah. Jay, you gotta chill, man. You gotta chill.
Because we all remember him after Fastlane.
Right, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but that was funny. That was a great highlight to take away. That was very entertaining. That moment was
My gosh,
I just couldn't believe it. Like I was in awe. Like I don't think I've ever seen that on WWE TV. So
It's been a minute since somebody smoked on live TV.
Right.
yeah. So
I think it was
that
like R-Truth when he
It was R-Truth.
yeah, it was R-Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was crazy.
And that was a cigarette. That wasn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
Yeah,
was a
okay, that
cigarette
was-
that time. Kicking it up a notch in 2025, I guess. So.
Right.
Oh man, yeah. So Raw on Netflix. We'll see. Hopefully, next show is, and it's gonna be interesting to see how they handle the time constraints or whatever. Well, the lack of time constraints, because I hope they don't like cheat us out of an episode and like give us 30 minutes one week and then like 3 hours the next. So I hope they're consistent at least.
Yeah.
I think it'll always be 3 at least, or at least like 2.5. I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be anything less than that.
Yeah. But we'll see. I think it's bogus. Did y'all see that the international audience, they got no commercials
Yeah.
or no
Yeah.
ads?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. I mean, shout out to international, but dang.
I mean, we didn't miss much. It was just like
yeah.
a little yelling, which we can catch that anytime.
Yeah.
They should have did.
I will say, like, I enjoyed it. I feel like more than y'all did. Just because, like, in my mind, I already like they're trying to cater more to a newer audience. It's not necessarily for us who've been watching. It's more of like the people who's like coming back to it, or people who are just watching it for the first time or whatever. And so, like, I guess they're just trying to make it easier for newer audiences to understand who's who and what's what and why is so and so happening.
Yeah. That makes sense. And I thought about that after Rock's opening promo. Then I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So
Bro threw everything out the window with Cody. That's crazy.
Right. Man, my eyes got wide whenever he was like, yeah, Cody's been holding it down for the last 2 years. I'm like, oh, wait, what are we doing? Like, this is the guy that you were beating up and cussing out in the build up to WrestleMania. You put Mama Rhodes on your belt, on the belt. Like,
called him a mistake. Like,
right, bro. These are things you can't come back from.
You slapped him, bro. Like, what?
So
he slapped you. Like, what?
You whooped him in the rainy Chicago. Like, you
can't
come back from that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess that they can go back to it, but then that'll be weird to the newer audience because they'll be like, why is this guy? I thought he liked Cody Rhodes. What's going on here? Now he's trying to beat him up. What's going on? Explain wrestling to me, someone. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Because once again, the next day he contradicts himself.
Right. That's
on NXT.
I don't know.
He clowns the IWC.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait
crazy.
and see.
Bro was on IG Live drinking tequila with Cody. What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. That was very strange. I get why they did it, but then again I don't
Right.
because yeah. So well,
I will
that's
say I do think something is going to happen because Monday, whenever Roman and Paul were going back into the locker room or whatever, they said something about the 27th or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's
And
Saturday
then
night's main event.
no, that's a Monday.
Oh,
Saturday night's main event's on the 25th.
okay. I thought you said the 25th. I was like, okay, Saturday night's main
No,
event.
no,
Roman
27th.
Reigns.
And then Raw Tuesday says something about being 20 steps ahead.
Okay.
If you do math, both of those days are the same day. So
It's the Monday.
all right.
For
All right.
it's
Roman.
the Monday before
I hope
Rumble.
that we get a
So
swerve. I hope we can get a swerve or something. Yeah.
but then again, y'all know me. I ain't gonna complain if Rock at Mania. I ain't complaining. I'm for it.
No, man, we need the Dwayne appearance. He has to finish whatever he was telling
He
Cody
has to
about.
finish the story.
Finish the story. I was trying to avoid saying it. I didn't want to say that, but yeah, that's what he needs to. Like, I need to know what he gave him. I need to know.
That's true. I do want to know what
Reward
that
me.
was.
Like, I need to know. So yeah, they can't just scrap it and do nothing with it. And
I mean,
but
if he ain't free, then they got to.
oh man, so I guess we gotta wait and see. Continue waiting and seeing. We can move on to New Year's Evil because there were, I guess we weren't surprised about the title changes, but at least we got something new. So,
Only thing I was surprised about was for the men's match, Trick taking the pin because if they had Eddie take it, then Trick could be like, you never beat me for the title. Then that sets up the rematch, and then that sets up, Trick coming to the main roster. That was the only thing
I think that's gonna happen anyway now.
Yeah.
So I think it just made more sense for him to get pinned.
Do you think they're gonna put Trick and Mello on the same brand? I don't think they should. I think that should be something that's a couple years down the line and they revisit it. So I hope that they don't do the easy thing and just put them on the same brand because they can revisit that in a few years. But
trying to think, do y'all think Melo switches to Raw or does Trick just go to Raw and Melo stays on SmackDown?
It's a good question.
I can see Melo staying on SmackDown.
I can too, but I also see a case for him being on Raw too, because Brian is IC champion.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll
see.
With either one. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not mad at either one. But I don't know. I want Melo to get into another title feud, but they'll probably won't do it while Shin is champion. So yeah, hopefully they can. Yeah, I would like Melo to go to Raw. That's a personal preference. I want Melo to go to Raw and do Brian and him feud again. That'll be good.
But then who turns? I guess Braun is like that tweener role, so he'll be the
he's
face
tweener.
of that.
I think. Yeah, I was gonna say he'll definitely be the face. But yeah, we'll see. But we got new NXT women's and men's champions, so that's
and
the
Heritage Cup.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that, but if you want to, we can.
Proud for my boy Lexus King.
Yeah, Lexus is like that. But...
Yeah, he is.
But
hey, I will say, Oba ain't losing that title.
No time soon. No time soon.
He'll lose it when he relinquishes it.
And it better not be to Tony if he does lose it.
Oh, that would be top 5 worst booking decisions.
Bro.
So they're going to just build it up to the main roster. Tony is the only guy that Oba has not beaten he's lost his last 2 championship matches to Oba or to Tony. Can he beat him? No, I don't need that.
Like if they do a Full Champions versus Champions match, Oba better beat the brakes off Tony.
I think I think if they do it, that definitely should be the route. Just squash them and move on. So we'll see. New number one contender for the NXT Women's North American Championship.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Because Stephanie won it, and then Shotzi's like, I just pinned her.
Yeah, that's right.
And now they're having a, and I'm like, bro, what was the point of the match?
I mean, facts. That's
yeah.
Especially because like what the matches happen like one after the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then
that's right.
Okay, what?
No disrespect to Shotzi though.
I would have preferred Ava just like, you know what, we're just gonna make it a triple threat because both of you have a good claim. Or hey, Stephanie, you get to pick, you know, do you want to go first or second? Have what's her face? Dang. Who is the women's North American champion?
Fallon
Henley. Thank you. Fallon defends it against maybe Shotzi, you know, next Tuesday, and then Stephanie faces the winner of that match. Something like that. But no. Let's just go ahead and you guys face each other for a number one contendership that Stephanie already has.
Well, that was literally the whole point of the Fatal 4-Way.
Oh man. Yeah, we'll see though. But Julia's our new NXT Women's Champion, as deservedly so, as she should be.
Yep.
Roxanne probably headed to the main roster. Raw or SmackDown?
Raw. They need it.
They do. They do. So, with that being said, do you think they insert her right into the world title picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they have to. I think their hands are tied. Yeah. Because you really don't have too many other credible. I'm sure they'll do a live. I hope they don't do a live rematch. Yeah. They could do a Raquel. Both of those are bad options, but they don't have much to work with, so they got to do something.
We could get a face versus face of Io versus Raquel. I mean, Io versus Rhea. I feel like that could be, you know,
that's the Mania match.
You think that's the Mania match?
Yeah, should be.
If Io win that Rumble, that's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna give it to her. But yeah, it's so hard to try and not predict anything because we have to do a prediction show. So, but I don't know. We'll see. I do think that Roxanne will be on Raw. I think that's definitely the best option.
You think it's before Mania or after Mania?
Definitely before. Has to be. Before? Roxanne coming up to the main roster? You know how long that is until after Mania? That's April 21st.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that would really start the new era then. Like, because like all the big stuff usually happens like after, like around Mania, because Roxanne will probably get her rematch at Vengeance Day, or whatever the one in February is. I think it's Vengeance Day.
It's Vengeance Day, yeah.
Which is one of the dumbest names ever. Hate that name. I hated it when they first introduced it, and I hate it now. Along with Great Balls of Fire, but at least Great Balls of Fire I can laugh. Vengeance Days. So you know she does that, then she like kind of freaks out, and then maybe it was like, hey, this is your last shot, and then she loses, and then comes out to the main roster after Mania, takes a little break, comes up to main roster.
You know, not gonna lie, I didn't even think about Roxanne getting a rematch.
Didn't either.
I was just like, she lost. All right.
Yeah, but I kind of had her booking planned out. Yeah, she's main roster bound, no rematches. Yeah, she'll definitely get a rematch in between then. So
I still think she should show up in the Rumble though.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. But another new era of NXT has begun, new world champions. So excited for the year ahead. I don't know who's the first challenger for Obafemi. That's the problem. Like I can't see in them putting anybody against him other than
Trick.
Yeah.
That's really.
I did the same thing for Trick. I was like, he lost. Bye. I did the same thing.
Because that's the only real logical next move for him. Like
they rarely do like what is it called? Rematch clauses. They barely do that. So like in my mind, I was just like,
right. They make them earn it now, which is
like I'm thinking about the same thing for Liv. Like she lost. That's it. Bye. I don't know. That's just where I don't know.
I think with Liv, it's the fatigue of it. Just we've seen this match like 8,000 times, and I'm just like we're tired of it. Like people were praising her match against Io because it was different.
Yeah. And it was also I good. Even said, I was gonna say I even said that. I was like, she had a great match with somebody other than Charlotte or Becky. So like I'm good with that. So do they? I'm sure they'll do. Maybe they do a triple threat at Rumble for the title. Liv, Rhea, and
Becky.
I feel like
Becky's coming back after Liv like that.
Yeah, I feel like Becky's more of like a surprise, like in the Rumble.
In the Rumble, yeah.
I'm not upset.
Because then that can also maybe set up if AJ Elite comes back, a little feud between them.
I really hope that happens.
Oh, that'd be such a good Mania match. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it really would be. And we even talked about last episode the potential of the mixed tag match too. So like that feud, they have to do it. They have to pull the trigger. So I don't know. We'll see. Rumble is gonna be fun. Hopefully, I know I'm scared of getting my hopes up like with the Raw on Netflix, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get excited because it's gonna be fun.
Speaking of Rumble, next year.
Oh no! I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not. I can't.
Why?
I can't.
I don't know. I thought they were trolling when I saw the graphic.
They were too.
I was like, wait, what? Huh? Is that a typo? Like, no, really? Oh man.
Hell. I saw the rumors and that's all it was confirmed. I was like, why? Like they really want that contract. They really want them to honor that contract.
They do. Yeah. In the meeting, they were like, so we're thinking we can do another greatest Royal Rumble. No, we want a Royal Rumble.
We want the Royal Rumble, not greatest. We want we don't want a championship with it. We want them to point at the sign. Okay, you know
the road to WrestleMania to kick off in Riyadh.
You know we have a women's Royal Rumble, right?
That sounds terrible. Oh,
it does. It does. It really does.
You're going to be watching Power Rangers.
But seriously.
It's like somebody like CM Punk will probably protest like that and won't go.
He ain't going. I already know.
So it's like, why are we doing this? Like,
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Business is business, I know why. I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's easiest way to say it is money talks.
I can't wait for that deal to be over with.
Me too.
Wait, it's 2028, isn't it? Is that when it's over?
We got 3 years then.
That's a long time.
It'll be before we know it, Ty.
It will.
That's true. That's like 7 more pay-per-views over there. Or PLEs, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Filler shows, except for the Rumble, because now the Rumble's like, it's the Rumble.
It's got to mean something.
Oh gosh,
it's canon now. It's canon now.
They heard us talking trash and said, okay, y'all think every show we do is non-canon over here? Bet. Rumble, Saudi, it's canon. Like, we come on the next.
What they gonna say now? What they gonna say now?
They're gonna ask who's the Royal Rumble winner. You know,
They made fun of the Crown Jewel Championship. They made fun of the rings. Now we're gonna get the Rumble. What can they say now? This is legit. Oh my goodness. All right, moving
It's gonna
on
be
from
crickets, bro.
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Smackdown. Actually didn't get a chance to watch, but I did catch up on it or watch live, I should say. But I did get the chance to catch up on it. So, what do we think? It's kind of just there. I feel like
at
there
first
was
I forgot it was 3 hours.
yeah, that
I
threw me off.
almost skipped it on purpose, but I was like, let me watch for Tiffany. Why not?
Yeah, so I can't really tell. Is Tiffany a face now, or like
I feel like she's a tweener.
Yeah, she definitely was a tweener with that promo. So I don't know what direction they're gonna go. It's kind of a weird dynamic. I'm assuming. Well, Bailey's #1 contender now, so
Yes.
they'll do that match. So I guess they had to keep Tiffany as the heel. So, but. From there, I guess we'll see Charlotte come back at the Rumble. And that'll be the Mania match, probably.
If Charlotte wins the Rumble, oh my gosh! If Charlotte, actually, I'm not even gonna be surprised if she's the first woman to win 2 Rumbles. I'm not even gonna be shocked.
Oh, they'll probably do it. They'll probably do it.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm okay with that because it's better than her just showing up and be like, "All right, title." Like,
yeah,
it's better.
at least she earned it.
She earned it, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we got more of the Cody and the Bloodline. I don't know why they keep teasing. Do y'all think they're gonna do Roman and Cody again?
I can see it.
I hope not.
Roman's a very strong contestant
after Friday.
That's
what I'm saying. I think that it's a possibility. It's on the table now, especially if Rock's not going to be there. I think it's on the table, and they're telling us that it's on the table. From Paul being out there, his promo with Cody saying he wants his title back. They're telling us like, yep, Roman's still going to be in the picture, and they're probably going to have another match. But we can hope that it doesn't happen, shake up that way. But I think Roman will probably, or maybe they can do a triple threat. Maybe. I don't know who the 3 people or who the third person would be, but
let me get into that because I saw something from one of the guys that I follow. He said that Roman wins the Rumble, and then that favor, Punk is telling Paul to be like, "Hey, get me in that match," and then it's a triple threat Mania main event title match.
That could be the. I wouldn't be mad at that because that would be something new. Like that would be a new angle that I don't think I've ever seen before.
But then that also leaves like where does that leave Seth? Because I don't think him and Punk are done.
I know.
So
they ended up saying that Seth can go after Gunther, but then where's John go?
They said Logan Paul versus Gunther.
I did see
They're
that.
talking about that at Mania.
I did. Yeah,
I saw
did
that
see
too.
that. And that would be a terrible decision.
Gunther.
Because where can they justify that? Like, I know they've been throwing jabs, but I don't want to see that match. Especially not.
Mania.
Yeah, especially if you've got Cena there, you have Punk there, you have Seth there. These are 3 easy. All 3 are great options to go against Gunther for Mania, and we go with Logan Paul. I hope that they don't do that. That would be terrible.
Because like neither of them would work as a face. Like Gunther would be the face by default because nobody likes Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not like a natural face. Like it just wouldn't work. And
no,
they don't.
It just seems like WWE doesn't even know what direction they want to go. I feel like I feel like The Rock is not going to be involved. I feel like this kind of threw off a lot of their plans. So now they're, scrambling to try and figure out what the heck they're going to do. So at least that's how it seems, because they easily inserted Cody involved back with the bloodline. So
I don't know why they keep doing this, bro.
It's I don't know, man. And KO's definitely not gonna win at the Rumble
No.
because Randy's
gonna come back and cost him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I don't know. I would like to. That would be an interesting twist with the favor being inserted into the title picture or the title match at Mania. I would be down for that, but again, where does that leave? Yeah, Gunter, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah. Tag team scene is looking good. They're at least on SmackDown. They're keeping it very interesting. I love what they're doing with it, and the fact that it's 3 hours. They have no excuse for pushing the tag teams now. So
3 hours is something because they're literally getting Apollo Crews on TV. That's crazy.
That was crazy. So we'll see.
I think I'm at this point now. I think they need to move the Street Profits to Raw. Because
they're not even involved in the tag team title scene right now.
What are we doing? Where they been at?
Maybe they do switch them to Raw. I think that they need it definitely at this point. How long have they been on? They've been on SmackDown for a year now.
Something like that.
Yeah,
I think longer than that. I think they've been on since they lost the SmackDown tag titles.
Have they been on SmackDown that
Which
long?
is like
2021?
Yeah.
Have they been on SmackDown now? They might have.
Pretty sure.
Bro. They might have.
Because they had the Raw tag titles, and then they did that switch with the New Day before Survivor Series, and then they lost them to Ziggler and Rude. And I think
they've been on SmackDown ever since. Yeah.
I think so.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they need to switch brands. They definitely need to switch brands. And they have an easy feud there with the War Raiders. They have history. So
yeah. If they move the Profits, though, then they got to move Bianca.
That's true.
Because they usually keep couples together.
Well, I think Bianca could benefit from being on Raw too. Honestly,
she could.
Yeah,
but then they got to move Jade over there, and then
unless they do it like after Mania, because then that's the fresh start, and then we get the Jade season. Yeah.
Do we still think Naomi is the one who attacked Jade?
I'm really starting to think it was either her or Bianca.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We just won't know until it happens, but
I have a feeling that Naomi is going to turn when Bayley takes on Tiffany. I think she's going to cost Bayley.
Interesting.
And then that'll I don't know. I think because I don't think they wait until Rumble to do a reveal. And I think it's tough.
They might do it after the Rumble. Like have Jade come back at the Rumble, go after Naomi because she thinks it was Naomi, and then like Bianca gets in the middle of it, and then they lose the tag titles at some point, and then or there's like a big like argument about who the official tag team champions are, and then that's when Bianca turns on her and is like, hey, some weird explanation that only WWE can do. And then that gives us Bianca versus Jade at Mania. Because Bianca's actually undefeated at Mania.
Yeah, she is.
And they might wait for Jade to be the one to end the streak. Jade is Bianca's Brock Lesnar.
Oh, no. But
my gosh.
They shouldn't. I don't think they should. I think they should keep Bianca with the streak for a little bit longer. But yeah, Jade probably will break it if they do that match, especially if she's the face. Yeah.
39, 40, 41. Yeah, she's 4-0.
Yeah, she is. They've given her a lot of Mania moments. So.
Or is it 37? No, it's 37. She's 5-0. 37. I always get 37 and 38 mixed up. 37, 38, 39, 40. Nope, 4-0.
4.
My math is off. I don't. That's why I'm an English teacher, not a math teacher.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. Rumble is going to be very, very interesting, especially if The Rock is not going to be involved in Mania. They're going to have to figure something out. But there's still time. They could swerve us all. They could shock us, surprise us, and pull something out of their hat. But I don't see it right now. I'm not seeing the vision. And it looks like we'll get Penta this week.
So I was just going to bring that up. So he's facing Chad for sure.
And he's going to win. Chad's another loss.
Chad may die. He may die.
I'm just so mad at how they did Chad Gable, because why even turn him heel if we're not even going to pretend like he's a threat? So it's just Alpha Academy 2.0 at this point. It's nothing different. He's talking a bunch of crap and then losing matches. That's what it is.
He's American made.
Yeah, whatever that is.
That means. Sounds like some Hulk Hogan stuff.
That's crazy. WLA for booing him. W.
Oh, yeah.
W.
Yes. They
appreciate y'all.
Yes, because when I heard his music, I was like, this guy.
I muted the TV, bro.
I was like, why?
I muted it. I was like, I'm not.
I didn't, because I just think he's genuinely funny how he just acts like everything is cool. Like,
yeah.
It just cracks me up. Like, no, bro, we're not kids. We don't forget. Like,
and Jimmy Hart's just in the background. Like, you see him like waving the flag, and then
I felt so bad for him, man.
Poor Jimmy, bro.
What does that conversation sound like when you go backstage?
Well,
well, listen, baby, I didn't know they were going to boo you. They're saying, well, yeah. Well, let me tell you something, Jimmy. Those Hulkamaniacs, dude, they're ex-Hulkamaniacs. This is the reason I turned heel and dropped the leg on Randy Savage in '96, brother. Like,
did y'all see that they were like, I don't know how real it is, but they were saying might bring him back as a heel character.
I saw that too.
Or heel persona. Like, do y'all really think that's a smart idea?
No.
That's not good type of heat. He does not have good heat.
No.
That's not good. No.
We don't like you.
That's go away. Don't come back heat.
It's somebody, like, I saw somebody like put it where it's like Karrion Kross. Somebody I follow on Instagram, he like did this whole scenario of Karrion Kross coming up to Hogan saying, you know, a lot of these people were fans because of you, and then they turned their back on you, kind of like what he did with the New Day and everybody that like Karrion Kross has had a feud with. And I'm like, if it was anybody else, I could understand it, but it's Terry Jean Bollea, so no. Don't do this. Don't get Karrion Kross mixed in this, because I like Karrion Kross. People may not like him. I like Karrion Kross. He's actually a good guy, and from what I know of, a good person. Hulk Hogan, no. Don't put Karrion Kross with this
Hulk Hogan is the true definition of heel character.
Yes.
In real life. Yeah, so
Mark Henry was like, I tried to, take him on tour to black colleges. And he said no.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
Like, this man is not even remorseful for the things he said or done. He does not care.
He's already got caught. That's it.
Yeah, and that's why I love it. Boo this man to smithereens. Reject his appearances. Don't buy that stupid real American beer. Don't buy that. That's trash.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, Hulk Hogan just doesn't need to be a part of WWE anymore.
It doesn't work for me, brother.
It doesn't work. Like, he's not the nostalgic. It was different in 2005 whenever we were kids and didn't know any better.
Yeah.
And me, I'm looking at Shawn Michaels sell that SummerSlam match, and I'm like, why is he doing this? And now I applaud you, Shawn, because
I understand why.
I understand it now.
I understand it now.
I wasn't familiar with your game. Now I get it.
I apologize.
I apologize, Sean. I didn't know that this man was a hot piece of garbage, but now I do. So looking back, that warms my heart to see Sean sell that match like that. So,
because honestly, I do the same thing.
I would too.
100%, 100%. And then you got Iron Sheik. You know, we should have learned from Iron Sheik. This man has been saying F Hulk Hogan since
For years.
since the 80s. So we should have known something.
Decades.
This man is holding decade-long grudges, multiple decade-long grudges. So yeah, don't bring this man back. WWE.
Every time Hulk Hogan shows up, there's that Twitter video of like one of the WWE 2K games.
Oh, and they all of them jump him. Because that's a real feeling. Like, no, man, no. And you weren't even that good in the first place. Like you were very average. So
I mean, his stuff in Japan is better than you expect.
Yeah, I've seen some of his Japan stuff. Yeah. And then I saw a video afterwards of him and Rey Mysterio sharing his beer or whatever, and I'm just like, Ray, come on, dog. Come on, dog. He doesn't like you. He doesn't. No. It's very unfortunate, but we don't have to keep talking about Hulk Hogan. I would rather not.
Last thing, it's like whenever he's spray painting on that trailer.
Yeah. I saw that picture too. Yep. I saw it too.
Oh, anytime I see that meme, I cry laughing because
I actually forget for a second what he's actually about to spray paint. So like
it's so messed up. Yeah, it's so messed up.
But I'm like, oh yeah, he's doing NWO, of course.
Gosh, that moment in WCW did not age well at all. It's like, oh man, yeah, that's funny. Man, so another intriguing thing from Smackdown. Solo was not on the show, and Jacob did not say "I love you, Solo." Is he taking over the new bloodline now? Is he starting a new one? What's going on there?
Tonga would just be standing there.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do like what they're doing with Jacob. They're really pushing him to be this intimidating threat, as they should. I hope that I would like to see them do Roman and Jacob. I think that could be a Mania match, honestly. I would like to see that. I think they're holding it from happening for a big stage. So I'm hoping that they choose to do that instead of Roman and Cody again. But yeah, we'll see. I like that idea.
There's anything except Roman Cody. I'm really kind of cool with because
it just sucks because Roman and Cody, that's not a bad feud, but it's just like it took us a year. We had to wait a year in between to get it again, and it's kind of like it's fatigue at that point. Like we got our payoff, we need to move on.
It's like Rock and Cena to me, where it's like, okay, you want your redemption, like you do it back to back. Compared to like Rock, Stone Cold, where it was like, every other year, but at least there was something different about each year.
Mm-hmm.
And Rock and Cena, it was just like, okay, Cena lost, now he wants his redemption, cool, he got it. But this, it's like, okay, you guys have both won, you guys have been fighting over the same thing, we don't need this a third time.
Right. For real. But I don't know. They ain't no telling with WWE, honestly. Oh, we forgot to talk about the Seth Rollins and CM Punk match, and that was the main event. And my dumb self forgot whenever I was like, so whenever Tribal Combat's open, I was like, oh, so Liv and Rhea are main eventing, I guess.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy about that, and then Tay reminded me, like, no, bro, CM Punk and Seth. I'm like, oh yes, thank you. But that match was really good. Surprised at the result, though. I was definitely I didn't think we would get a solid winner.
Yeah.
Especially clean. I didn't think that was going to be the case, but
Yeah.
we got it. We'll do it again, I'm sure, at some point down the line. Mania, maybe. I don't know.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Or even a triple threat with Gunther at Mania and just not Logan Paul.
Oh, yeah. Triple threat with Gunther, Seth, and CM Punk. That would be fire. Yeah. They have great options. Logan Paul is just not one of them. He's just not. And I don't know. I think at this point they should probably just keep him out of a title picture and give him a regular feud. He's had a title reign. He feuded with Roman, and that's pretty much enough. Like, we don't need the thought of him winning a world championship.
Need the thought of him in WWE. I mean,
he can stay because he can go in ring. I'll give him that.
He can go in ring, but it's just like me. Like, if I'm somebody that has to put him over, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of ticked off about it because I'm just like, bro, like Ricochet. The only reason he was on that SummerSlam card was to put him over.
Yeah.
And I like when Ricochet left WWE, I was like, you know what, I can understand why. Because if I had to put Logan Paul over, I'm like, no. I'm good.
And then I don't know. Like,
You're putting Logan Paul and KSI over in a way, like indirectly putting KSI over. I don't know why. I just why.
Now you're just saying stuff.
If you're a Logan Paul fan, that's cool.
We should do let's do a Watch the Throne. Watch the Throne. At least for the few new champions that we do have. And I guess we can start with Rhea. Women's World Championship. Who's the next who's taking it off of her?
I still think it's Io. Because I don't know who else.
I want to say Io. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like it'll be a cash in that gets her next year, since they cashed in on the WWE or the Women's Championship this year. I think next year it'll be a cash in on Rhea for the World Championship. Who wins that? I don't know. I haven't got that far yet.
Yeah, because it did go women's. No, it's been women's back to back. Because Io cashed in twice on the women, so yeah.
But I don't know. For the novelty, I'll say Io, just because I can't think of anybody else right now. If Bianca gets moved to Raw, I'll pick Bianca, because I know they've been wanting to do that match for a while. But time will tell. I don't think it'll be Jade, I don't think they'll put her in a title feud anytime soon. Well, maybe if she wins her feud against Bianca, but we'll have to wait and see. So my consensus is Io is the next Women's World Champion. All right, what about the NXT Championship? Make it difficult, really hard.
Nobody. Himself.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that would be my answer too. He just relinquishes it. Something happens, he has to vacate it, and he moves up to the main roster. Yes, yeah.
Trying to think who was in that Iron Survivor match that it could possibly, they could build that person up, but
Javon maybe. But
yeah, really,
how you gonna build that up?
Unless it's like a ladder match, were you trying to protect Oba?
You're not selling me. You're not selling me.
Unless he
I just
can't try to give an answer, bro.
I can't see
it. Unless they sign somebody.
Yeah, but then again, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm kind of the same.
He only been doing all this crazy stuff for a year. Like, he got the breakout tournament in January at
He's
New Year's
having
Eve last year, or I
he's
guess 2
having
years ago.
a Gunter year. Well, he had a Gunter year, and it's
NXT
continuing. His
Superstar of the
momentum.
Year.
I was gonna say his momentum is continuing into the new year. So I just hope that they do him, give him the same treatment that Gunter got when he got moved up to the main roster when he eventually does. So we'll see though. Tiffany, we said, are we? I'm going with Charlotte.
Yeah, it's probably Charlotte.
I think it'll be Charlotte. I don't see them giving Tiffany a long reign with her first one.
It's tough.
It is tough. It is tough. Who's gonna take it off of Julia?
That's honestly dark horse idea. Stephanie.
No, because I think Steph gonna be North American.
I feel like they can have Julia hold it long enough where Steph gets the North American, loses it, and then like that like switches, and then she, like calls like maybe a heel turn or something, and then her and Julia go at it. Because I don't think it would be like Jordan Grace, because I think Jordan Grace will just kind of be there for like, not that long in NXT, and then go to the main roster. But
I don't think NXT needs Jordan Grace, to be honest with you. It makes sense for her to be down there because they already kind of know her. But
yeah. No, she really does need to go straight to the main roster.
Yeah, I mean, if she does, I feel like her and like she'll be on SmackDown with like Naomi, because they have that history.
Oh yeah, they do
from TNA.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Are there any like fresh? There's not really any freshly new champions. So
Heritage.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, the Heritage Cup. Yeah, I guess that we have a new one of those. But I mean, shout out to Lexus King, but the Lexus or the Heritage Cup is just it's stupid.
I don't know why it's there.
It's pretty dumb. But
like if it was an actual like champion, like if they made like an NXT European Championship, like something like that would have made a lot more. Like that would have been cooler than just, hey, we have this big old trophy. We have a round system because we decided to get rid of NXT UK and got rid of every championship except this for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Here, have at it.
Yeah. Yeah. So for the novelty, who's the next Heritage Cup holder?
I don't know. Andre Chase? I don't know.
It could be.
That is actually I was actually it's crazy. It's funny you say that, Tay, because that's exactly who I was thinking. That's probably the perfect thing to give him while they figure out what to do with him moving forward.
Because I think they're going to give Ridge the North American Championship. Because he's kind of starting a little feud with Tony.
Mm-hmm. That's better. That's better than having Tony as shape.
Oh man, yeah. So I mean, there's really no other fresh champions. I mean, I guess we could say Chelsea Green but
World Tag Team titles, because we never did.
We didn't watch. Yeah, hopefully it's the Street Profits. Hopefully they get moved to Raw, and hopefully it's them. But outside of that, what are the other tag teams on Raw? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I literally don't know.
American Made,
Final Testament, or I guess AOP, whatever.
Yeah.
What AOP versus War Raiders would be gas.
That would be a good match, but
the New Day, the heel New Day.
Oh yeah, they can do heel New Day. I want to see them actually have a match or something, get into a real feud. We've been doing this for 3 weeks now. They've just been saying they haven't gotten their time.
Yeah. See, I don't know if this tag match is still happening with them and then Ray and whoever.
Yeah, because we thought it was
I
going to
don't.
be Penta.
I don't think it is at this point. So
I want
I
it to
don't
be
know.
Big E.
That would be ideal, but I actually would want them to save Big E to Rumble.
To Rumble, yeah,
and eliminate both of them.
Yeah, that'd be good too.
Well, yeah, Cam, you're in deep thought, man. What you
I
got?
I need Big E to come back. I know that they're I feel like they wouldn't be doing all this stuff without him, without leaning towards him coming back. I feel like it would make sense best if he came back, eliminated them from the Rumble. Don't just put it on a Raw, because it's like a lesser moment of almost Edge coming back. Like I said, a lower moment, but somebody we thought was retired for good come back as a surprise in the Rumble. So that's why I really wanted them to save it, not for Raw, but the Rumble. I mean, he's like I said, he's got so many shows. Yeah, it's fine time. Hey, we'll throw you in for pay-per-views, kind of, or PLEs, and kind of take it easy for your neck.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that plan. I would not be mad at all.
He got to come back though, because me personally, I'm not taking that level of disrespect.
No, bro, you gotta see me. You gotta see me in the ring.
Run me to fade.
Yeah, I gotta get my ones, man.
You know
after
how
that.
bad it is when your own when you have somebody's mama on your side.
You got heels on your side,
you got Dom being like that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Dom was like, that's crazy.
He's like, I don't even like Big E, but that's kind of crazy, man. I love what they're doing with the turn though. This is how you do a heel turn right. Now they just have to get in the ring and actually win a match. But yeah, they're killing it with the way they're doing it now. So I think they're really pumping up Big E's return, and I would hope that he can come back and be a main eventer, but I don't know. Like you said, they might ease him back in.
I think his main event days are over.
Mm-hmm. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate.
At least he got one, though. I mean, at least he got
one.
Yeah,
he got one. He got one. And man,
if Roman hadn't gotten coronavirus.
Yeah, I was about to say. Hey, there's so many what ifs. There's so many what if scenarios. That's so unfortunate. Gosh.
I want that triple threat at Mania though with the three of them. That'd be nice.
That would be. I hope that. If a title's not involved, I hope they can still figure out a way to do it. Maybe everybody gets back cool, or they go their separate ways and just do it for the sport or something. I don't know how you sell it.
They can kind of do it how they did with Legacy. Mania 26. I don't remember how they did it for that, but
yeah, that was
kind of
make sense.
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't.
I'm like, the SmackDown versus Raw, the year before that happened, made more sense than that moment, because it was like a handicap match instead of just a triple threat. So that made more sense. That Legacy, I was like, okay, why are Cody and Ted fighting? What's going on here? What did I miss? I've been watching every week.
Oh man!
Now one's the face of the company, the other one's in jail.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy because it's true. He really is.
And the other ones, and the third one's Randy Orton. So that 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Man, and are we gonna get Cody and Randy? I want that feud too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's another thing you gotta think about. Yeah.
Yeah, this is but they messed up. They should have just took the title off of Cody and just put it back on him at Rumble. I would have liked that better than just doing another KO loss. I don't think anybody believes that Kevin is gonna win the championship. It's very hard. Yeah, it's very hard to even even with the stipulation, like that's just telling me Randy's gonna come cost them. That's all that's telling me. So
I still need Kevin to get his revenge on Sammy. I still need that moment just because.
As long as they don't have
that'll be
another
kick.
Mania match, I don't. I mean, I love both of them in the ring, but I don't need to see them again at Mania. So I don't know. That's all.
Yeah, heel faction coming though. Get ready.
That I can get down with. I really hope they do that. I really hope they do that.
That heel faction is coming.
That would be nice. And they're all, they all have cases to, be teamed up. Like you shared that video with us, it all makes sense. Like
all three of them just lost to their rivals.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I think something starts on Monday because Seth is crashing out on Monday.
Oh yeah, he is. Oh yeah,
Seth going crazy 100%. On Monday.
He's pissed. Yeah. We'll probably get the full heel turn from Seth. And they'll link up at some point. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need that. And then they can debut the faction on the Raw after Mania. There you go.
Yeah.
We'll see how they set it up though. But well, yeah, I think that's all I got. You guys have any other did we miss anything? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, I have a quick little quiz for you guys, or a question for you guys. It's probably easy. It's probably not that difficult because I was watching something earlier and I was like, it made me think of this. It was a little Undertaker commercial, and I was like, this is interesting. So Undertaker is one of two people that have faced three members of Evolution at Mania. Who's the second?
At Mania?
Three members of Evolution at Mania. Undertaker's one of two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at Mania. That's the key part. Because if you had said just who's the only person that faced every member of Evolution before they formed Evolution, that answers Brock Lesnar. Mm-hmm. But
not saying they're all in the same match at the same time, but they've been in the ring with
John Cena.
Okay.
I almost said no, it's not Sean. Yeah. I almost said Sean, but it's not him.
Yeah. That's a good one, but he's not who I was thinking of.
Okay.
Or that wasn't my answer, but that is right. That's one. Yeah, he is one. And that wasn't the one I was thinking of.
Because they had that trip and Daniel Bryan.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
That's the one. Yeah.
Daniel Bryan. Oh my gosh, it is Daniel Bryan. That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, same day. That's crazy. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Cena was with Triple H at 22 and technically 24.
Mm-hmm.
And same with, he faced Randy at 24. And then Daniel Bryan faced all three of them at 30.
30, yeah.
Yep.
Come on, man. You know me. You know I got this.
Just a little precursor just to show you where my head is at with this quiz stuff. That's just one. I got more.
When you said Evolution, I was like, oh yeah, the Brock Lesnar one where, Brock Lesnar's faced all of them before.
Yeah, the Mania part was the key there.
And then Undertaker's beaten all four members of them at Mania.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is crazy to think about.
Fun fact, he's faced Triple H the most at Mania, and every time he beat Triple H, it was with a different way.
Mm-hmm. Like a different
different finisher. So 17 was the last ride, 27 was the choke, and then 28 was the tombstone.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Dang, you got beat 3 different ways by the same dude. Man,
that's tough.
That is tough. Yeah, I would definitely be like, yeah, I'm done. I don't need any more. Like,
no, I want to end the streak. No, no, Hunter, you don't need it. I need a fresh, up and coming talent that really needs to end this streak. Hey, Brock. And then And then Taker comes back at 31, and it's like, oh yeah, nothing happened last year. It doesn't matter. And then 33, he loses again, and then he comes back for 34, and it's like, yeah, nothing happened. Like, come on, dude, just.
Yeah, I didn't like him having matches at Mania after the streak was over. That should have been it. He didn't need to be back at Mania after that one.
I mean, the streak shouldn't have been in the first place, but
that's true.
That is the very easy solution to this. Just don't end the streak. So
unless it was literally his last match, then yeah, the streak. Like if it was like literally his last match, and he was facing like somebody that like really did kind of need it. Like I will say this, between Brock and Roman definitely could have used it more.
Yeah.
Between like if they said, yeah, this is Taker's last match at Mania, and they're like Vince like, hey Taker, I want you to lose, and Taker like the next day is like, yeah, I'm officially retired. Then I could be like, okay, that makes sense. Taker's old school. He wants to go out and looking up at the light. But to have him do that and then come back for like 4 more years, it was unnecessary. 5? No, it was only 4.
It was 4,
yeah, it was stupid. And another trivia thing, I forgot it. Oh well, I forgot it.
Well, I guess we'll call it good there.
Right.
We'll have our first women's Intercontinental Champion on Monday. That'll be fun. What else is happening on Raw? I feel like I'm missing. Penta will be making his debut.
Damian Finn street fight.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. When I thought that feud was over, but
probably will be after Monday.
Of course not.
I mean, we can say that, but look at Liv and Rhea. They might do it. They have another match.
Look at Cody and the Bloodline.
We can hope this should be the last one. This should be it. But I don't know. Let's hope for the best.
Well, I got a new fun fact because we're in Rumble season. There's only been one multiple time Royal Rumble winner that has lost all of their WrestleMania matches for the title.
Two-time
it's not him. Never mind.
Royal Rumble winner, and they've lost every title match at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Is this more modern or?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he won.
He won too. See, I almost wanted to say Sean, but who? Hold on.
There's not that many two-time winners though. But I can't.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm swearing in my head like he won that Mania, but because it's not
like they've never
Stone
won
Cold.
at all.
Like he did, like both times he won the Rumble, the world title match he got at Mania. Both times he lost.
It's not Stone Cold.
I'm trying to think.
It's not Sean.
Is it Edge? Is it
yes,
Edge?
It is. It's Edge.
It's Edge. Okay.
Oh yeah, because he faced Chris Jericho. Okay.
Yep.
I got the years mixed up. I thought he faced Del Rio.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Dang, that was a tough one. I forget sometimes that he's a two-time winner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the
2010 and
The
21.
pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. That's a good one.
I thought he faced Del Rio.
Because my initial answer, I was like Randy. I was like, but no, he won one of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Randy beat Bray.
Yeah.
Yep. Cena lost at 24, but won at 29. Taker's only won once.
Stone Cold
beat Rock both times, and then the one time he didn't win the Rumble. No, wait. Stone Cold beat Shawn Michaels and The Rock. Yeah. And then when he main evented 15, he beat Vince to earn that match. So, Triple H won at 18. I'm going over every Royal Rumble winner.
Yeah, walked in as champion 2016. Yeah.
Brock won at 19.
And lost at 38. Yeah.
Batista beat Triple H. Yeah, so it's
Edge. That's crazy.
Because even Cody kind of broke that curse this year or last year.
Oh yeah, he was
true.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a good one. That made me think. I had to think hard because I was like, there's not that many two-time Rumble winners, and I was like, I know for a fact, like 3 of them at least have won a title. Like,
Yeah.
Edge was my first initial thought, but like I started second guessing myself on which year he faced who.
I keep
I
forgetting
forgot
about
he
that
faced
pandemic
Jericho.
year. Yeah. And yeah, Jericho too. Yeah. That's crazy. Wow.
Yep.
Well, Colt, there you go. You got
You
no,
said
well,
Cope. They didn't even register that.
I was like, dang, nobody caught it. All right.
It was so stupid. What? The rated R superstar.
Colt.
What?
I actually
And
just
then
saw
he
this meme with him too. I'm gonna send it to y'all later. It's so
Oh
funny.
man. And he had the Vince explanation too. He's like, yeah, the Adam Copeland is just too long to say. It's you just shorten it. Just Cope.
I'm telling you.
No.
All right, bro.
I'd rather you say Adam.
Right,
Yeah. But there's already 2 of them over there.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Yeah.
man.
So they like
Cope. He said Cope. Yep. That's gonna definitely sell tickets. No. I want Christian just to come out, even though I won't watch it. I know it'll pop up on my Twitter, but I just want him to come out and be like, that is the stupidest name ever.
He should.
Just cope. Are you coping with the fact that your career is basically over?
For real. Let me look at you sent that photo.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
This guy, he's such a dork, man. Why?
Wait.
It's his birth certificate.
Look what the Shadow Realm has done to our rated R superstar, man.
Trademark.
Look what the Shadow Realm has done to our rated R superstar, man.
I'm so sorry, Edge. Oh my gosh.
This is not the Edge I know and grew up watching.
You registered that in September.
The Edge that I know does not do stuff like this.
The Edge I know will give you a concerto.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I hate this, man.
With this Kool-Aid smile going on.
It's like, yeah, this is definitely awesome. This was definitely worth the money, the hundreds of, probably thousands of dollars.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Cope. He's got to cope with that decision.
He does. He has to cope with being in the other place as well. So,
bro, real quick before we go, there were so many times they were doing an event in St. Louis that I kept getting ads for, and I told YouTube, ignore ad, I don't want to see this, and it kept popping up, and I was like, dude, get this garbage off my phone. I'm not going to this to see Tony Khan do. I don't even want to know.
Oh man, yeah, I have a different name for him, but it's not PG, so I'm not gonna call him that.
We're a PG show.
Yes, we are. We are. Don't do what Travis Scott did, kids.
I almost said that too.
Don't
be a Travis Scott. I mean, you can be an artist, just,
right?
Don't indulge.
You can be a champion with that belt, which is it's. How does that hardcore title look worse than the original hardcore title?
They hit it with a sledgehammer a few more times.
They said, "Hey, boop, bop, hardcore." There you go, Travis.
Oh man!
I thought he was gonna start walking down like the Shield and do like the low sunset whip over the barricade that Seth used to do. But yeah, that belt is ugly. It's uglier than the original hardcore title, and that was just I feel like if you pulled it the wrong way, it was just gonna rip.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. On that note, Cameron, tell them where you can find us as usual.
You can find us on 2 Count Kickout on Twitter. You could also find us at the Royal Rumble. 3 weeks from the day of recording, we will be there. So if you're there, come see your boys. We'll be there trying to get some content. We'd love to see the fans, love to talk to the fans. And, we'd love to see you guys come out, see you boys, take a photo, tell your friends, your family, and your friendly neighborhood hobos about your favorite podcast. once again, it may be a new year, but it's still not a suggestion. It is a fact. Your favorite podcast. It's
There
us.
you go. And that's it. So we'll call it good. We'll see y'all next week. We out.